So yes, it is Monday morning. Let's see. I did go see a movie. I went and saw Tron. I had no expectations for Tron. I'm like, okay, I know they made Tron like back in 1980, and it was a flop. So I don't know why they decided a sequel was needed, but it took them 45 years to decide a sequel was needed. But it was okay. I don't know. I wasn't really interested in it. I just wanted to go see a movie. The original was just like people went, I mean, great, cool effects, but so. But I mean, it was a good movie. I went in with absolutely no expectations because I'm like, okay, well, Tron hasn't had like a great following. Like, oh, that was so awesome. No, that was not. So I didn't really expect much in there. So, all right, let me put up on the screen. Let's check out what's going on this week. Okay, software development. Going to the screen. We're down to the Module 2 project. So we are finished with Module 2 this week. Module 2 project. Let's go take a look. We go here. There's no lesson because this is just the end of the module. It says, okay, you've learned everything. Just work on the assignment and then turn it in right here. So, of course, I've already taken the template and put it in our Google Classroom here just so we have something we can type on. And I've put that little tutoring app thing that I told you about to try. Let me look at the Module 2 project first, and then I'm going to pull up that little tutoring thing and kind of show you how it works if you want to try to use it. You don't have to. I'm just wanting to see if it's going to be useful. So now you understand how to retrieve input from the user, assign variables, and use if statements. It's time to show your instructor and yourself how to put it all together. So you can include any Python skills and functions you've learned. So computational thinking method, step 1, decomposition. So here's our scenario this time. A salesperson at a clothing store identifies that their customers have trouble deciding what clothing they want to purchase when they go on vacation. So this salesperson also observes that many customers feel pressured when a salesperson tries to help. Sounds like a job for a programmer. All right, pattern recognition. The clothing store polls its customers about shopping preferences and uses the data to look for patterns. They realize that customers have a hard time deciding on clothes for a vacation because they don't know how to dress for the weather. All right, so there's step 1 and step 2 done for us. Here's where the fun and the assignment really begins. Choose one of these options. Vacation attire. You've been hired to create a computer program to help the clothing store's customers select and purchase an outfit for their vacation. The program will recommend an outfit based on their destination, their favorite color, and the season. What time of year is it if you're going? Or you can create your own as long as it's shopping related. Make sure people reading your code understand your scenario, which means you put lots of comments and follow the requirements described above. So, okay, pseudocode. Write your pseudocode where indicated below. Your pseudocode should be written in English, not Python. Should indicate a program's improving the retail industry. Put a description of your online store. So basically, what store are you? Obtain user input. So ask the user for at least 3 values. Oh, I made the little checkbox so you can actually check it off if you want to when you get it done. Show the proper use of integer, float, and string when needed. Demonstrate the proper use of repetitive statements. 1 nested if-else statements, which means there should be an if statement inside of an if statement if it's nested. Proper use of logical operators, the order operations, if you're doing any kind of calculations, if there's any math functions. I don't know if there's going to be any math functions in here. Look at what they need. They're just choosing an outfit based on definitions. There's not really any math in them. But you may add some math depending on what you choose. Maybe you'll choose a different thing. Well-organized output. Make sure you use the string function if you're printing a number inside of a print statement. So here's what someone else's example is. Welcome to the Jet Setter Outfitters, where your next vacation outfit's only 4 questions away. Oh, nice. They have a little slogan. Jade, you indicated you would like to travel to Aspen. Your favorite color is beige, and you're going in the winter. We've got the outfit just for you. A beige ski cap, insulated jacket, snow pants, gloves, woolen socks. Enjoy your trip. So this one doesn't seem too bad. We're just asking them where they want to go on vacation, what's their favorite color, and what time of year are you going. And then we're putting some thoughts together on that. Write your pseudocode here, and then your code, make sure you got comments for internal documentation, including your name, date, and description of the program. Make sure you define your main function, indent things properly, use white space, meaningful names for all variables, runs successfully, and produces an output somewhere above. And then we've got our questions. So let me show you what I've added in here. Like, again, you don't have to use this, but here is this boost activity link. All right, here it is. It shows it to me differently as a teacher. This is the link you'll share with students. All right, I'm going to hit preview activity because that should show it the way you'll see it as a student when you get there. All right, let's get started. See, here's this tutor thing over here. So it's got the template. It's pulled the template in. And when you hit let's go over here, it's reading the template. It says, hello, I'm excited to help you work on your Module 2 project. We will create a Python program for a retail scenario. Look at your assignment. I can see you need to choose between helping customers pick vacation attire or creating your own shopping related. So first it says, which one do you want to do? So it's like, all right, I'm going to do number 1. Oh, you can actually hit speech. I guess you could actually speak into the brisk. It has a little speech button there. Okay, so great choice. The vacation attire option lets you help customers solve real problems. Let's start with decomposition, breaking down the problem into smaller steps. Think about what your program needs to do. It'll ask customers about the vacation destination, favorite color, and season, and recommend an outfit. What are the main steps your program should follow? Try to list 3 to 4 steps like get information, make decisions, show results. So it's really walking you through the thinking. Print, store description, ask user where they want to go, ask favorite color, ask time of year. Let's see what it says. Excellent. You've identified the key steps perfectly. You're showing great decomposition skills by breaking the problem into manageable parts. Now let's think about the decision-making part. After you collect that information, your program needs to make clothing recommendation. What type of clothing decision should your program make based on this? So see how this works? It's kind of cool. It's AI, and it sees what you type, and then it will help guide you and say, oh, that's good. Now here's what the next thing you need to do, and here's the next thing you need to do, so that you could use it to help write your pseudocode. Of course, I don't know that it's going to write you through the Python part of it, but if you get your pseudocode, you can write the program based off of that, and it might take us through the Python if I continued on. But think about the different weather conditions might affect what someone should pack. So what type of clothing decision based on that? Are they going to the beach or the mountains? We just put that, see what they say. Just reading that, thinking about it. Perfect. Beach versus mountains are a great way to think about different destinations. Let's dig deeper into the conditional logic your program will need. You mentioned destination and season. These will create different combinations. What should someone wear to the beach in summer versus the mountains in winter? See, it's stepping us through what kind of clothing would we recommend if they're going to the beach versus what kind of clothing we recommend if they go in the mountains in winter. Oh, in the beach in summer versus the mountains in winter. Think about your program. You need to check both the destination and the season to make the right recommendation. So that goes back to the nested if statements, right? If they're going in the summer, then underneath that, you probably have another if statement like, well, are you going to the beach or are you going to the mountains or something like that, or somewhere like, so that would be after it checks summer, then it can give recommendations for summertime for those 2 places. If they said, or you could say spring and summer, they may be the same. Fall and winter, are you going to the beach or something? That'd be a different if statement under the fall and winter part, so that kind of thing there. So you can try this brisk tutoring thing if you want to. You don't have to. You can just write it without it. I just thought this looked like a really cool tool, and it might be very helpful in keeping us on track. So if you use that, just give me some feedback. Let me know, hey, that works pretty good, or, well, it was really, kind of distracting, or it just took way too long for the AI to walk through it, or it didn't know what it was talking about because it took me off in this direction. I don't know. I haven't used it long enough to really get a good feel on Is it useful? Would it be something you would want to use for all programs? The school district has paid for Brisk through the end of December, and they're looking for feedback on us. Is this something the school wants to continue to support and subscribe to? Would it be good or not? So I don't even know that we'll have it in January, but we can try it out for the next couple of months and just see if it's anything we like. So I'm gonna leave that up there this time. There's lots of other things Brisk can do, but I found that tutoring part in there that I wanted to try out. I said, oh, that's one of the things the Brisk website can do. Is I mean, it could also like create quizzes for me and create presentations and do all kinds of stuff for teachers. But I thought this is a really cool student use of it. If the AI can actually be, because AI is a part of our life, it's going to be there, right? So let's find good ways to use AI. And I like this because it's not giving me any answers, but it's asking me the right questions to help me come up with the answers. That's a good use of AI, right? Let's use AI where it's really helpful and helps me think, right? Because that's the only problem, that people use AI to think for them. Okay, AI, just tell me the answer. This isn't telling me the answer. It's helping me think. And this is a good use of AI. I really like that, because I'm trying to learn. I'm not trying to let AI do all the learning. So it's walking me through all these steps. So, well, since we had no lesson, I won't make you stay in class anymore. I'm going to let you have the rest of the time to yourself. It's just the Module 2 project wrapping up. I still got to get your last program graded from 2 weeks ago. I'm behind on that, but it's definitely on my list. I'll have it done this week at some point by Halloween, because we try to get all the grades updated on Friday in the grade book. So that one's not in your grade book yet, but I'll get there. So, all right. Any questions on this, guys? Pretty clear. Pretty much straightforward. All right. Yeah. Let me know if you use that Brisk thing. Give me your feedback. If you don't, that's fine too. It's not a requirement, but have a great week. We'll see you in Algebra.